In example 2, it says use the continuous interest formula to find the ending amount, so our total amount. If our principal is $7,000, the rate is 6.91%, and T is 6 years. So as soon as you see that percent, let's change it. Divide it by 100, get your new decimal. And now let's plug in everything that we know. So we don't know the ending amount. So we have the A. And now this question asks us about the continuous interest formula. So it's telling us the continuous. It didn't give us a compound years, annually, monthly, quarterly. So we're going to use that formula. So you put the P, the principal is 7,000. And then we have our E raised to, and then make sure your parentheses are open. Put your new decimal because the next is R raised to R times T. So our R is our new decimal times the T is 6. So let's plug that into our calculator. So here I have a version of the calculator, and I'm going to plug that in. So do our 7,000, and then let's multiply our E. And so for this calculator is E right here. So it's blue, so I need to hit second. And then open my parentheses because we have our new decimal for the rate multiplied by the 6. Close your parentheses and hit enter. So now we have 10,596, and then we'll say 36 cents. So then our A equals that $10,596.36. All right, you invest $8,000 in a savings account to help pay for college. How much will $8,000 be in 5 years, compounded weekly at a 5.4%? So first, let's get rid of that percent. Divide it by 100, get your new decimal right from the get-go so you don't forget. Now, this tells us compounded weekly, so we know it's our compounding period formula, so we need to plug everything in. We don't know what A is going to be. We know our principal is 8,000 times our 1 plus our new rate decimal over the N. And so weekly is there's 52 weeks in a year. And then raised to our 52 weeks in a year times the 5 years. So we can plug all of that into our formula. Into our calculator. So let's plug it all into our calculator and see. So we have our 8,000. You just have to remember to put your parentheses. So 1 plus the 0.0. So 8,000 times, or parentheses, 1 plus 0.054 divided by the 52 weeks, and raised, make sure you put your parentheses, 52 times 5. Close your parentheses and hit enter. So $10,478.25. So $10,478.25. All right, example 4. We have a house. $130,000 over 6 years. And the appreciation for the homes over that period will average 3% compounded annually. So we're going to use that same formula. But as soon as you see that percent, let's change it. Divide it by 100 to get our new decimal. And then let's plug everything in. So A, what's our principal? The 130 times 1 plus our new decimal. And then what was it? Annually, so 1 times a year, raised to the 1 times a year over 6 years. So let's take that and plug it in to our calculator. And as long as you put those parentheses, you should be able to do it. So 130 parentheses 1 plus the 0.03 divided by 1, close your parentheses, make sure you raise the power, and then here, this is key, put your parentheses, 1 times 6, close them, and then hit enter. So let's add that to our answer. So our final answer, it'll appreciate, and so within 6 years, our home will cost $155,226.80.